welcome to another episode of Equi-TEA. Today we're going to be highlighting
Mind over matter.
Brewing Viking Wellness.
We're going to be talking balance, mental health, and services.
Yep, we're here in front of the administration building where our mindful space is hosted. So come on in with us. We're going to take a mini tour and interview two of our awesome students. Come on. So right as soon as you walk into the administration building, you'll see HR. Don't want to end up there unless you're getting a job. And our mindful space. So we're going to actually be coming in, doing a little tour with our wonderful peer mentor, Eily, and then sitting down with
Joshua from the Active Minds Club.
Yeah, so come on. All right, it's your girl again, Anissa Mitchell, Coordinator of Student Success and Equity, builder of bridges, and professional troublemaker, DBH.
And of course, you know, I'm Maddie Mendibas. I'm a Student Success Advisor down at Special Programs and Services, Holla EOPSK or CalWorks Next Up. And I am, I'm going to stick with what I said last time. I'm an iced tea loyalist.
Loyal to the game, okay?
2 pink sugars, please.
As you guys see, this is the Mindful Space. Their hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Fridays, 8 to 12. So let's come on in, let's tour the space and talk to our student ambassador, Eily. It's real nice in here, too. It's like very mellow.
Very cozy.
Calm, cool, collective. Like if I was having a bad day, I would love to visit this space. Because look at the clouds, from the clouds to like all the cute little decor they have around.
You know exactly where you are. And then look at this, we are LGBT friendly.
Yes, Eily! Eily! All right, cool. So this is where I would assume you check in, and then you would see our student ambassador, Eily. Can you see her? What's going on, Eily?
Hi, Nisa. Hi, Maddie.
Hey.
We're so excited that you'd agreed to be on the podcast.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
And the beat is beating her highlight. I don't know if you can see it there, but she's like a sparkly queen, for real. So tell us a little bit about the Mindful Space. Like when they come in, I'm assuming this is where they would check in, right?
Yeah, usually I'm here. If not, it's going to be Shannon, but
Okay.
usually me. We're all things mental health and wellness here on campus.
Yeah.
Stop in, get a snack, whatever you need to do.
Awesome. So how would that check-in process look like? They have to be enrolled as a student, right?
Yep.
I'm assuming?
Enroll as a student for this semester and over 18. That's all you need.
Oh, literally? Okay, literally. All enrolled as a student in any amount of units, right?
Yep.
And then just have to be 18 and over, so.
Can I be honest with you? I get like made fun of for always using 2 pink sugars. It's not good for you, but you know what? YOLO, that's what I say.
Right. The air that we breathe outside is not good for us at this point. What are you going to do?
I need to relax my energy because we're in the mindful space right now.
Right. You need to be mindful in this space. You know what I'm saying? The mindful space. But anyways, we're sipping something to calm down a little bit today. So maybe take a little sip because this episode is all about slowing down, taking a breath, and being mindful
Absolutely.
in the mindful space.
And what are we sipping specifically?
Pure leaf sweet tea. Nothing
It's not
fabulous.
Lipton.
It's not Crave. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have the budget this episode.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just kidding. We definitely did. It was rushed. It was rushed. And who doesn't like sweet tea? Come on.
Exactly. And you know what? Speaking of mindful space and wellness looks different for everybody, whether it's coming to like your academics, your identity, your finances, relationships. Mental health touches all of that.
Right. And when we say Viking wellness, we're not just talking about those in crisis moments, the sky is falling, SOS, help me, send out a lifeline. We're literally talking about proactive, grounding methods that help you cope and, you know, take care of things before you boil over.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now we have a really good guest joining us right now. Her name is Eily Mitchell. Any relation?
That's my cousin, y'all.
Campus
No, I'm just
cousin.
kidding. She's my campus cousin. We're not really related, but she's just so cool that I gotta say it.
Yep, she is a BCC student here that's studying business administration and warehousing logistics. And you know what? Without further ado, let's pop her in right now. 1, 2, 3. Today we're actually sipping a little sweet tea.
Yes.
We're in a little sweet room in the
You know what I'm
mindful
saying?
space.
It was a little warmish in this room, so I was like, let's go ice today, you know?
Yes.
There you go.
And we're sitting down with our wonderful peer mentor, student ambassador, and all the greatest things, Eily, to talk about the mindful space. So
Yeah, so we're all things mental health and wellness here on campus. You know, we're always a space just to come and chill or, you know, to actually use our clinical services
Right.
as well.
Right, and when we talk about like Viking wellness, right, we're not just talking about mental health or like crisis moments. I think that is what a lot of like students do get misconstrued a little bit. Like you don't have to be in crisis mode to come and utilize this wonderful space. Like when we were setting up, Eily was just showing us that one of the tables out here. I was like, oh, this little thing looks a little raggedy. She's like, it's so people can color on and draw. So if you want to just come in, like I thought it was just like scraps from like the leftover stuff. She's like, no, girl, those are drawings. So if you want to just come in, hang out, doodle, and go about your business. I feel like that's like
Exactly. Like, that's our positivity journal right now. Usually we have canvases, rocks with acrylic paint.
Because even for students who are having like maybe like a stressful day, like they did not have a good day in class and they just need somewhere to come relax and just unwind and like decompress, this is a place to do it at.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. We always have cold drinks and snacks, nice quiet space. It's nice dark lighting, you know.
You had me
I'm
at
sure.
snacks. I know it's looking a lot brighter in here right now because we brought the fluorescent lights. I needed a little bit of a yellow tone to highlight our lovely skin. So before we get started into asking you some questions about the mindful space, really deep diving into it, Maddie, intro our girl Eily. She deserves that, for real.
So Eily is actually a business administration and warehousing and logistics student here, and she works in the mindful space as a student assistant. Her absolute favorite spot on campus. So tell us a little bit about your dual major there. That's a pretty...
I know you're doing big things, girl.
Yeah, well, okay, so it was totally by happenstance. I was just on the website, you know, being a little nosy, seeing what I can do. And I saw the classes kind of overlap, and I was like, what's a few more classes for 2 degrees?
Right.
So,
So she did it. She made
the
it work.
fact that she just used the word happenstance.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's stolen. What is a happenstance? Break that down for us.
Oh, girl, why you make me do that?
She's like, I just made it up right now.
just by happenstance, just there, you know?
I love
You
that.
stumble upon.
Right place, right time.
Happy
Just like
happenstance,
in the
for
mindful
real.
space. Right
Yeah.
place, right time.
And if that dual major wasn't enough, Eily is also the publicity chair for Active Minds. Super passionate about health and wellness, which honestly makes sense that you work in here too. And she's just here to show us that mental health is just as important as like physical and all the things. So we're super excited to get started with you. We were going to do a walking tour, but then once we got in here, we are like, this is the tour.
It's here. We're here.
We've done the walking tour.
You got
So
the
now
full pan of the office.
we're on a sitting tour, you know what I'm saying? So if you've ever needed a moment to pause, breathe, reset, like you said, like you can just come in here, they have cold drinks, all the things, and get yourself like situated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned it briefly, but what can students do in this space?
In this space, students can do a lot of things. Like we went over it, come chill, talk to us, or, you know, we have individual psychotherapy, coaching, we have group therapy, the Viking wellness, our Viking wellness. You know?
I think even Mindful Mondays, right? Like there's
Yeah.
even virtual and in-person
yeah.
supports too. So I think
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And when you say coaching, you mean life coaching, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Banton, we get 4 individual sessions. You have a goal, and we'll get you there.
That's
I
awesome.
love that. And you guys have a whole wraparound support team too. I feel like that's like the theme on campus,
Yeah.
that if you're taking advantage of a service, it's not just Dr. Vanton, it's
Right.
not just Roberto or other therapists or just Shannon or just you. You guys are like squad, Avengers assemble.
Yeah.
Don't get us Disney, please. But you know what I'm
Please.
saying? Like our mental
Yeah.
health Avengers assembling. I think that's really important, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
So for people that might not be familiar, who can utilize this space?
Anybody and everybody. People can bring their kids in here, you know, have their
Oh,
kids
wow.
color, they chill. Whoever wants to come in here can come in here. Just if you want to see our clinicians or anything like that, 18 over and enrolled in a class.
2 things. That's like easy.
Yeah. So it sounds like you don't necessarily have to be having like a bad day to
Right.
come here and use this space.
Absolutely not. We're here for the good and the bad. All of it. All around. You know, you can come talk to us when you're having a good day. We want to hear about the good stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, my final ace that. Did
Oh,
that. You
I
know?
love that. That was
Yeah.
actually our next question too. Like, is it okay to use the space if nothing's going wrong? Because again, I think that's a misconception that the sky has to be falling in your little world for you to utilize mental health services. But like you
Right.
said, like we want to hear about the good stuff too.
Yeah.
Positive affirmations.
Yeah.
I love
exactly.
that. So when somebody comes in and they're having a good day, like how do you personally hype them up, you know?
Oh, I'm hyped in general because
Yeah.
you can just feel the vibe coming through the door, you know? But, I mean, what's better than hearing your fellow peers or your fellow administrators, things like that, having a good day? You know, it's contagious. You know, I'm always like, get yourself candy in the bag. Get yourself
Yes, I'm not gonna hold you. I've been fighting the urge this whole time.
No, 'cause
so
you
I am
know.
gonna say, Eily did say that. Get yourself a candy. Get yourself a cup of candy. They got a budget. I just heard you guys got a new grant, so we're taking that on the road. You know what I'm saying, for a little sweet stuff. I'm not gonna hold you.
So now that we've kind of like, you know, figuratively walked through the mindful space and see how it supports students day to day, let's take a little deeper dive here and like just see what's going on. What is Viking Wellness exactly?
Yeah, we're gonna sit down with one of our Active Minds members, Joshua. So we're gonna pop out. Well, actually, we're not even popping out. We're just gonna pop him in 3, 2, 1.
Look who's here, y'all. We have Josh in the house. Josh is actually here at BCC as an operations management major. And when he's not at school, he loves spending time with his wife and 2 kids. How old are they again?
My oldest is turning 3, my youngest is turning 2.
And what did you say, that three-nager age?
Yeah, 3-nager age, it's real. And
That's
it's not
crazy.
fun.
I'm learning so many new terms today. 3-nager. What was the other one? Happenstance.
Happenstance.
We need an Urban Dictionary link in the description for
And a
real.
little bit more about Josh. He loves connecting with people, giving everyone a voice, and helping students feel supported here.
Right. He also joined Active Minds really as like a mental health resource on campus, right? Just to like take a little dip. And now he's the president. That's how quickly things work at BCC for real. So if you guys had to break down what wellness really means, how would you do that? In like Barney terms, you know? We're talking to your 3-nager.
To me, wellness really means like it's having a good head on your shoulders, being able to go through life with even the stressors that you're having and still being able to be there for other people.
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
Same thing to piggyback off it, to be able to go about your daily life and be able to go about your daily life.
Period.
Yeah.
Righteously, right?
Yeah.
Like you're just, everything's still moving. I love that. Very simple. So to get to know you guys a little bit more, we want you to finish a sentence, right? One thing that helps my mental health is, we'll start with Eily.
My dog.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Soul sisters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Soul sisters.
For me, it's hanging out with friends, having a good peer connection with people that I trust, people that actually kind of understand my situation a little bit, or even people that don't, that want to just be there for me.
Right, to vibe with, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Buenas vibras, for sure. For our Spanish speakers out there. I feel like me, like a good playlist. I could be having the worst day, but as long as I have some solid tunes in the background, I'm not going to crash out. And then I just feel better, you know, like when you're singing along to your favorite song or...
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Maddie?
for me, oh gosh. Honestly, because I'm a dog dad, so it'd have to be. There's nothing better than when you come home and that little guy just comes like, well, mine's a little guy, but he acts like he's a, I don't even know what a big dog is. German Shepherd.
Like a Mastiff or something
Yeah,
like
but
that?
he's a Chihuahua, but he acts like he like runs the house. So, but there's nothing better than when you come home and he just comes running up to you. I love it.
See, I have a similar-ish experience, but my dog is a big dog, and she's like 100 pounds, and I got her during the pandemic, so like the first 3 years of her life, she was sitting on my lap every day because I was working at home, and now she does not understand boundaries. So I really do tell people, like, if you're going to come to my house, make sure you plant your feet, because I'm not going to hold you. She is coming at you full force. You know, in Toy Story, when they're like, the little dinosaur rams that thing, that's literally her. She does not care. I'm like, girl, you're not a puppy. Stop.
So to kind of kick it back to Eily, what has been stressing you out the most this semester, and what do you hear from students that you work with?
Oh, for me, it's like balancing school and fun. I have a trip coming up and be able to like be excited for it, be like, okay, do your schoolwork now so you can
Right.
have fun while you do it. That's the biggest thing. But like for students, maybe one of the biggest concerns is that being able to balance school, having a job, a family, your own personal time to take care of yourself. It's difficult. It's a lot going on. 6 schedules you have to juggle.
Right. I feel like that's the worst feeling in the world when you're on a trip and you're like, I just seen that notification for that essay. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't plan ahead and you're like, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't go on the tequila tour. I got to write this essay real quick. So it's like nobody wants to do that. There was no tequila in this whole podcast video, just for our viewers. I'm just using it as a reference, you know? So kicking this question to Joshua. In your experience, why do some students hesitate to talk about mental health?
I feel like a lot of people hesitate to talk about it because they don't really understand what resources are out there, or a lot of the times people make them feel like they shouldn't.
Right.
You know? And I feel like it's really important to not do that. So that's kind of the whole point of Active Minds, I think, is doing that. You know, if people need to talk, they need to talk.
And I feel like I actually attended an Active Minds meeting to kind of pitch. Like, I know you guys see me in the back, like, who is this lady right here that's like chiming in and not minding her business? But I was really like listening to the conversation, and it was so wonderful to see that it's not like you guys are going in there saying like, I'm dealing with mental health bullet. It was just casual conversations and like, well, how's that making you feel? How's that impacting you? This is how we can show up for you, or stuff like that. It's very genuine. So I just wanted to give you guys your flowers for sure. Like, it was a really welcoming space. I probably will be back because I felt lighter too. I was like, I'm a staff member, girl. I really enjoyed it. They were eating down in there. I loved it.
So Eily, when students come to you feeling like they're overwhelmed, what do they usually tell you, and how do you as a peer and mentor kind of assist them?
Yeah, you know, to kind of piggyback off what I said, it's usually about I have school, but I have this and I have this and whatever, your transportation, financials, family. And I think just being able to be an open ear to know without judgment, be in a safe space and know that there's no judgment and that there are resources available if you need that help.
I feel like we've coined a term in some of our past podcasts that it's like you're a campus cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, like you have that cousin growing up that like they're a little bit older or, like you go to them for stuff. So I feel like you're kind of like that in your peer mentor part. It's like, that's my cousin Eily. Like she's going to get me right today. So I love that. That's awesome.
And I like your approach. It's not like you're kind of telling them what to do or how to do it. You're like, I'm on the struggle bus too.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it together.
Yeah, I'm like, me too. Do you have advice? Like, let's help each other. Let's grow each other. Let's see how we can boost this on the campus.
And I think that makes you so relatable and accountable at the same time. Like, sometimes we don't want to go to our peers because you as a student worker, people might think you're picture perfect, like cookie cutter, you have the best upbringing, you as the president, it's like, he can't be going through things. And you literally just said, I got a 3 nature at home, dog. She's running me low. I love that baby. But it's like, you can connect with your peers on that level. Absolutely. And it's like, we're all humans. We're all going through similar stuff. Like I said, I was in that meeting and I was like, dang, I feel better too. Like, they were eating down. So that's awesome. Joshua, what have you noticed makes it hard? Or both of you, like for peers to kind of speak up about what they're going through or come to you guys about certain things when it comes to mental health?
Yeah, I mean, our area being a rural community college, it can be hard. It can be scary, especially I think Joshua mentioned earlier, not knowing what resources you have, who to go to, who to ask. I mean, because it takes one time to ask for that help and you be turned down, and it's like, I'm not going to do that again. That did not feel good.
Right.
So, being able to have a good place, a good point of contact to get the resources. If it's not here, we'll find it. We'll help you find that place. We'll do whatever we can, So
yeah, like I said, like a lot of people feel like it's not possible sometimes. They feel like they're told growing up like you really can't ask for help, or at least they're made feel that way. And that's a lot of the problem I see, from friends or family or even in the group sometimes. I was just talking to one of our newest members and he was telling me, I was raised with you handle it yourself, and I think that's not really a great mindset to have. You should be able to get some help, even if you're just going and being around people. That's a great thing for you.
I love that. And I think even your perspective as a man too, like growing up, I know I told you guys a little bit, I have 5 brothers, and a lot of times we're told like, you got to be a man, you just got to man up and deal. And it's like, that is the worst type of thing to really put a person through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you probably attest to that too. Like,
absolutely.
You got to take care. Like, your gender really doesn't affect the nastiness we're all sifting through, right?
It's very like, suck it up, toughen it out, figure it out.
Yeah, and that's the worst. So I think like you, especially being in the position that you're in within Active Minds, and you're so open and like wanting to talk about those things and reaffirm those things with, our men and women is just wonderful. Like, you guys are really, really eating down.
And what's something you guys notice that students kind of like push through that you really think they shouldn't?
Ooh, a lot, but I feel like trying to overcome the stigma of reaching out or being afraid of, okay, what if this affects my job? What if my family finds out? What if I'm judged by my peers? What if this affects my school? Like the big worries of that. And I think that shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't be scared of, if I want to help myself, what if this or that happens? If you want to help yourself, get that help. You deserve the help. You deserve to feel good. And however that looks for you, it looks like that for you.
Right. I think you guys are doing a great job in this mindful space too, of like helping find workarounds for that type of stigma. Like you said, we're in a rural community. It's a small town.
Yeah.
A lot of people know a lot of people because there's not a lot of people out here. a lot of people, right? So being able to take advantage of picking up the phone, right? And being able to call in and say like, can I schedule it this way? You guys low-key being in the cuts, right? Like, you're in the admin building. Nobody's really foot trafficking in here. It was a very easy way to film that intro, to be honest. We've had some other intros where we got people walking in the background, running around, kids are all over the place. So it's like, it's in the cuts. You can take advantage of virtual services and all that stuff. I feel like that's a really good way to, baby step it. Like, you might not be ready to come in and color in the mindful space, but you can join virtual stuff. We have, Mindful Mondays. Like, there's a lot of virtual.
Yeah, and our department does workshops as well. So you can always tap in there, try and get your connections with Shannon, Dr. Banton, myself. Like you said, the virtual services, we have a lot of virtual services they can utilize.
That's great. And then you guys are both in Active Minds, right? So how do you guys think the club is helping students like find that balance,
Honestly, the most important thing is we're getting together, we're starting to do more community events. Like, we just went out to a basketball game and we were all advocating, we were selling waters, and you know, it was really fun. They were very happy with our turnout. That's what we were told. And it's just stuff like that, being able to get our voices out there. We just made a big order for, you know, t-shirts, buttons, stuff like that. We're starting to really get things rolling. You know,
I wear
I know.
2XL. I'm just
I'm gonna say I wear a little 3X. If you guys want to shoot a shirt my way, I'll join officially if needed. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think that's really awesome, and I love that you guys are at other events too. Like you said, you were at a sporting event. Some people might think that Active Minds is just like group, right? Or you guys are just sitting around talking about mental health and wellness, which is great. But you guys are actually getting out there, and I think that is a way that people can actively help their wellness and mental health, right? Like getting out, especially when you might not want to, or it's a little bit harder to, you know? Go sell some waters at the basketball game, and I'm sure you guys were having a great time, like laughing, talking about Kiki and all the things, right? So that's awesome.
And what would you guys tell someone who's nervous about like reaching out in general, like coming here to get services?
Well, I mean, if you're too nervous to come inside, definitely call us. You'll be greeted by a friendly voice, you know. We're always there to help you. But this is a completely judge-free zone. We're not going to say anything. We're not going to judge you for coming in. I mean, I use our services here, so I get what you mean. You know what I mean? Like, we're all there. We've all been there. Don't be nervous about it. It could be hard, but
It's important to kind of let them know, like right off the bat, an experience that you've had, you know, to where you've had to reach out, you know, and if someone hasn't, still it's good to help someone, but, you know, in my opinion, kind of, hey, I've used these services. Or when I first ever joined the group, the first thing I said was, you know, my sister-in-law, she uses the therapy sessions online, and it's helping her tremendously. It's something that really helps her, and, you know, if I ever need it, I'm going to use it. I know I have the services here, and that's why I didn't even know about it for a while. You know, that's kind of what interested me about going to the group, is now I know all of these services that I can refer to other people, give them an example of how it might have helped me, or it could help someone else. You know what I mean?
And I love that it's because I feel like the best way to hear about something is word of mouth, because you guys as students see flyers, emails like on a constant basis, and if you get overwhelmed by that, you kind of like float like in one ear out the other. So like telling a friend or telling a peer or telling a classmate, just word of mouth, like, hey, this is where they're located, I use the services, I participate. I think that's the best way to kind of get stuff around.
Getting to someone else's level.
Yeah, absolutely.
and all our services are completely confidential. You know, no one has to know if you don't want them to know.
Yeah.
This is a you situation, and it can just be you.
And if you want to include your family, I think you guys even have those type of services, right?
We don't have like family therapy or anything like that, but we can refer you out to people who do that.
Like Better Mind, Care Solace, right? We have a lot of different things online too. So I think it's wonderful that all these services are free 99. Add the ka-ching thingy, right? And if you don't jive with maybe the two therapists that we have on campus, Dr. Banton and Roberto Ruiz, we have, like Eily said, they can refer you out, and there's a lot of, again, free resources through the college. And all you have to do is, what?
Call us or come in.
Period.
And I just want to make a note, some students who have asked about the mindful space, like, oh, I don't really want to get my insurance involved. You don't have to involve your insurance at all. It's just here, it's free a service to you as a student.
Yeah.
All right, so our elevator pitch, right? You as President Joshua, quick pitch on why they should join Active Minds.
Because it's awesome.
Mic drop. That's it. No, I'm kidding. We're done. We're done here.
Well, because, I mean, you may not even know that you have something going on. You may not even understand, like, that you might need help, but there's always someone that does, and if you ever do, come to the Active Minds group if you have free time, and you could see how important it is to everyone. You know, come to we color. we have all this stuff, like, even if you're not coming to be able to, you know, you need that mental health, you might need it in the future. Get involved with something to be able to do that. Like, come hang out with us. Come have a conversation at the very least, because like I said, we're going to be here for you, and we're going to point you to places that could also be there for you in the future. You know, it's important to have, like I said, it's important for me to have friends and a group of people to talk to. You know, there could be someone else who's struggling with that midterm or struggling with something in school, and they might be able to get to your level on that. They might be able to talk with you and be like, hey, I'm also struggling with that. You know what helps me? You know, you don't have to necessarily be having a huge mental health problem. You know, I think it really varies, but at the end of the day, you got someone to be able to talk to. That's what I think is magical about it. You know, we all get together, we all talk. If it's something important we need to talk about, we do. If it's not, we can just hang out in color.
I love that. I'll color down for real. And I really like how you mentioned like being proactive, right? Not waiting until you're boiling over with whatever's going on, but like finding community that anchors you and is like you said, we're coloring or just like chopping it up. Or I know a lot of times, like going through my master's in counseling, this is one of the things we actually just learned right now. When it comes to group counseling and stuff like that, sometimes you don't know your monster until like somebody else names it or something resonates with you like that. And then you start reflecting like, am I going through that? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like do you guys ever have aha moments like that through your meetings, you know?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're not necessarily always talking about something heavy. It's not, I don't want people to think that it's that, you know? It's usually, hey, how are you doing today? How's that final going? Did you know what school you're transferring out to? How's your dog doing? You know, it's just like random things, or we're talking, coloring, playing games. But yeah, for sure. I mean, if someone mentions, oh, this has been a trigger for my anxiety lately, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense. So just little things like that. But aha moments definitely happen for sure.
I love that. And even if it's a positive aha moment, that's great. Like, again, community, like, that's what we're all searching for, right? When you join clubs and like when you're just in the world, right? Nobody's meant to do a solo dolo mission. Like we're playing co-op. You know what I'm saying? Co-op, co-op, coop. I don't really know at this point, but yeah, I think like you guys are the dream team of like wellness and stuff. So if you guys haven't checked out Active Minds, check them out for real. What day are you guys meeting?
We're there every Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30.
In the Viking
Grill.
Okay. I love that. No, literally, like I thought it was such a good environment. I can't. I'm gonna gush over it. It was lit.
That's awesome. I'll show up one day too.
I expect my shirt too, to be honest.
Everyone's
I'm a
welcome.
member.
Hey, see, there you go.
I'm a member, Shannon. Give me your shirt. We're gonna have to pull up on her when she gets back from this conference.
But honestly, guys, this has been so great, and I just want to personally thank you guys for like being vulnerable, and because you know it's not an easy topic to discuss and disclose what you guys use here at the campus, service-wise and everything. I especially want to thank you. I've actually heard a lot about you here on campus. To get it from a male's perspective, because a lot of our male students are like less likely to go search out mental health services. So I think it's great here to kind of like expose yourself to our campus this way in such a positive light. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Active Minds. All right, we're gonna pop out in 3, 2. All right, what an interview. They really did eat down. I felt like I was fangirling because like they're just so awesome. They're very diverse, same but different, and they're really leading the charge of like mental health and wellness on our campus.
And such different perspectives and experiences too. That's what I always appreciate. I never like just a one lane type of thing. Like, you know, she was doing her thing, he's doing his, and they come from different backgrounds. So I appreciate that type of stuff.
And I low-key claim Eily as my cousin because we have the same last name, and people ask me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that's my cousin, girl. So Eily, if you're watching this again, and people ask you for related, just start saying yes, for real. Campus cousins, 100%. She's added to Percy.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to be passing the tea over to our 2 student ambassadors, Sydney and Noelle, for their little Gimme 5 segment, Maddie and I's favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So kind of get ready for some practical advice you can give us every day and maybe a few surprises along the way. Let's dive in.
Woo! Diving in 3, 2.
Welcome back to Give Me 5. Today we're giving you 5 ways on how to be mindful,
mentally and physically.
Number 1, staying active.
Staying active and keeping your body moving improves our cognitive function and helps us focus and lock in.
And as you can hear right now, people are taking advantage of our wellness center from anything from pickleball to running around our track.
Number 2, eat healthy and nutritious meals.
Eating healthy helps with your mood, energy, and even your memory.
Come down to the Basic Needs Food Pantry,
where you can get your daily breakfast, lunch, and snack items.
You can get just about anything from tuna, hot sauce, boba, and strawberries.
And make sure you bring your own bag. We also do a monthly produce market, and the next one will be March 12th. Unless you're on Fort Irwin, then it'll be March 3rd.
Don't forget to bring your own bag, and if you want reminders, text at BCC Food to 81010. Number 3, connect with others.
Talk to people who make you feel good. This would be friends, family members, classmates, or down here in the mindful space.
We have 2 on-site counselors, one in English, y también ofrecemos servicios en español, donde puedes hablar con nuestro consejero profesional que se llama Roberto Ruiz.
And also come down to our wellness day on April 8th from 11 to 3 p.m.
It will be in our gym, and we will have healthness and wellness vendors. We'll also have Dia de los Niños celebration, family-friendly activities, free lunch, and more. Number 4, mental breaks.
Sometimes it's good just to take a break throughout the day.
So don't forget to get up from your desk, take a deep breath, or even just take a walk. Number 5, get enough rest.
Sleep helps you feel good, feel less stressed, and do your best.
So try to get about 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night so that way you can feel recharged and ready to take on the day. This has been Give Me 5 with Sydney and Noelle. See you guys next time.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Equi-TEA, where community, care, and wellness are always on the menu.
Yep, and Spill the Tea is actually back with us, so we want to hear your thoughts, so please share them with us in the link in the description, because it's not our podcast, it's our podcast.
Yeah, so until next time, remember to breathe, take it slow, be mindful, and take care of your mental for real, okay?
Be mindful in this space, because we're in the mindful space.
Bars!
In our next episode, we'll be talking tea with a trustee, dropping March 9th at noon.
Stay tuned.